Hi everyone, welcome to In the Green Zoom. We're in the Green Zoom right now.
Oh, yeah,
we did it.
I love that. To all of you watching at home, you missed Mike from Nightlight. They do such a great job producing our show. Counted us in with an incredible God voice, and I love when you go to a show and they got a legit audio situation set up, and the sound guy does it right. That feels good every time. When they really on? I mean, I do most of my shows are pretty ragtag. It's right next to having an amplifier and a boombox. How you doing, Phoebe Bottoms?
Sorry, I just got a call from Los Angeles, California, and I had to block it. Angeles. You are. Yeah. Where did Zoom go now? Oh my God. My first night with her. Here we go. So it's in a bigger there. Hi.
Yeah. Right.
We're back. Anyway, I got a phone call and it made my whole computer shut down. What were you saying?
I was saying, how you doing, Phoebe Bottoms? Great to see you.
Hey, I'm good, Paul. Thanks so much for seeing me. Good to be seen. I'm good. I am now, I think, freshly on the other end of pregnancy sickness, which feels great. It's been a rough couple months.
Yeah, it's exciting. Are you what are you told us some of the things you couldn't eat last time you brought this up. What else? Did you lose any other favorites along the way? You know what?
Happy to say that was the rock bottom, and it's now more the palate's open again. And it's open season on Ezekiel English muffins and cream cheese and turkey. That's a lot of fun. There's just all kinds of, marvels being brought back in. For breakfast on Sunday, I had a crab cake, toast, and a Passover brownie and watched Wedding Crashers at 8 a.m. So it's been a real weird vibe over here, but that's how you grow a healthy man. Yes. Oh, it's a son. Also, I found out it was a son. I'm having a son. Wow. Yay. I'm really excited. I'm very glad it's a boy.
Well, I thought you got the note that men were canceled.
Yeah.
By the time he inches along, men will be back. You guys are. Yeah. You're good at it.
Like a white boy autumn situation.
White boy autumn.
And speaking, having a penis doesn't, doom you to being a boy forever. You can.
Wow. Okay.
Very true.
So
wow.
Very true.
So this kid may be way ahead of the curve.
I guess I'm just an old conservative kid.
He can be whatever he wants. Exactly. But I think I am much more well equipped to raise a boy than a girl. I've been doing like a Jane Goodall level of field research on men my whole life. And then they're like, oh, it's a boy. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can explain the world to him because I myself am a white 37-year-old man trapped in a Jewish 30-year-old's body. Anyway.
37.
Yeah. Not quite 40, but too 30 to be young.
Yeah. 37's that great time where you've really locked into the thing that's going to destroy you. Like the cracks are showing, maybe the bad knees have started to show up, or you're getting a bit of a tremble, and then you're about to really learn some lessons.
You really can't avoid noticing patterns.
Yeah.
The gas pedal is stuck to the floor.
Yeah. But it's also it's just past 30 enough that you're still, because when you hit 40 you're like, all right, well, here's a new phase, but you're just close enough to crisis for a big change, but far enough away that you feel like you can still kind of live out your 30s. It's a great place to mentally be living in, and that's where I've been thriving since I think I was born. I truly think that this is the identity. I think a failing headliner road comic died in a motel in Minot and then was reincarnated into me in 1989. He had a cassette that didn't do well, but Bill Hicks told him he was funny once, and that was good enough for him.
I am a comedy condo.
I made too many cassettes. I don't understand. CDs are out and cassettes are out, and I went with cassettes because I'm 37.
He's 37. It's 1989. How does reincarnation work? Did he die right as I was being born, or like?
I think he could have been stuck in the in-between and was allowed to decide, do I haunt the comedy condo for all eternity?
Right.
Or do I move on to the next realm? And he chose next realm.
Yeah. So I think probably like sometime between 86 and 89. Let's say.
Your first words were, I can't even tell my best joke anymore.
I think it's also entirely possible he was like stabbed by like a waitress's husband that he was fucking. That seems like my guy.
Yes, we lost one of our best
something like that.
You should name your son Tribble, and he could be a Tribble son.
Tribble Run Bottoms. That's kind of a great name.
Tribble
Run Bottoms.
The middle name Tribble, or one like Tribble dash run.
Tribble dash run hyphen Bottoms.
For some reason, the way you said hyphen sounded like Yiddish, and I respect that.
Most of what comes, I'm like Rumpelstiltskin. I can turn anything into a string of Judaism.
Are you going to let him keep his Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. We were driving home and I was like, so what are we going to do about that? And Matt was like, I don't want to talk about it. And I was like, well, let's just talk about it then. And then we don't ever have to talk about it ever again. I'm like, if it's squeamish at all, let's just not cut his dick off. And he's like, oh yeah, then yeah. Nobody, I don't want.
No, that's the safe bet. It's a safe bet.
It's so 2000 and late.
Yeah, it really is.
Just because
Paul, yeah?
No, go ahead, Nick.
Well, I was going to say that you don't want it to be one of those guys who's like really traumatized by the circumcision and becomes like a circumcision advocate. God bless those people, but
I don't know.
It's quite a life, you know.
Yeah.
If you saw How To with John Wilson, there's a guy like that, and
right, yeah. Trying to grow his gear back. And this is forewarning. This is a joke that I've told on stage, but I believe this is true. That if you get your child circumcised now, you're giving them an old guy's penis. And when they do finally get to have sex with other people their own age, they're going to be laughed out of the bedroom for having an old guy cut penis. No young boys are getting circumcised anymore. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, it is so out of style.
Is that why I feel so young?
Yeah. You got a young man's dick.
Yeah.
I'm out here with my boomer ass penis, and it is a fucking nightmare.
I got boomer down there too.
When I found out that I had lost, hey, am I a pleasure-loving guy? You bet. And to find out that I may have lost sensation in my I've less sensation. You're telling me my penis could have had more sensation?
Stop it. Sorry.
That's why James is so happy. Now I know why.
That's why I'm a good listener.
You know what, Phoebe?
Yeah, Paul.
I'm glad you brought up. I'm glad you brought
Keep going.
up.
I'm going to let Gertie out of the room. Keep talking.
No, we love it.
Also, the listeners with earbuds in they love a nice dog bark in a hard, echoey room.
Sorry, gang.
Hardy dog
bark.
Okay. Good.
I know. She's a hound. She's got a horrible hound bark.
Oh, I love Gertie.
That's going to bring us up to our first subject, our first question of the night, and it was based off of Phoebe's last.
Excuse me, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but I don't know why I'm here.
Ron. Hey, Ron Lynch.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Ron.
What is this? Why are we here?
We're doing our Green Zoom podcast.
In the existential sense.
Oh, I thought this was the green room for the show I'm doing at 8:00.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can hang out.
you can hang out here.
Hang on out.
digitally. Yeah, hang out with
I
us.
have
Pop on
a
there.
Twitch show coming up where I play online solitaire, and every time I turn an ace, I've got to take a swig of absinthe. While eating pasta. And it's rebroadcast on the Clubhouse where people can yell out, "Put the black 6 on the red 7." It's a great show. If you want to hang out, you guys want to hang out till 8, you can do that one with me.
I would love to do that show.
Can you do solitaire with you?
Otherwise, if you don't mind, I'm just going to hang out.
Oh, please hang out.
Oh, good.
No, I think you should. I think you're actually a great person to help answer our first question of the night. Our first theme is if you were a ghost, what would be the thing that would drive you to stop haunting the comedy condo?
Oh.
Yeah. What horrible thing drove you a good haunting gig like a condo? They probably had a pool and a nice view. Say could have been Phoenix, could have been Albuquerque. What do you think would drive you away from haunting the comedy condo? Ron Lynch?
Well, it's not the usual, like don't do that in the mayonnaise.
That's what I think of every single time.
Never use.
I think of a condo.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
That's how I got pregnant. I made a sandwich at the Omaha Funny Bone Comedy Condo.
Believe me, that's not how you got pregnant.
She tripped and fell on a sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just hanging out in the condo might make you leave. I've seen a lot of comedy condos. Let me put it that way. And, I would say if I wouldn't haunt a comedy condo, and if I did, I would keep everybody out.
Right. You'd be one of those ghosts that protects the door.
Yeah, rent the motel with the $300 they're giving you for middling.
Gatekeeping, comedy gatekeeping from beyond the grave. I love that.
I was sure there were supernatural forces keeping me out of the comedy store.
Exactly.
I don't know who, what spirit there has got something against me, but it's felt. I do not feel welcome there. James Fritz, what would stop you from haunting a comedy condo? What would drive you out as a spirit?
Well, I mean,
Spectre no more.
Chris D'Elia toured pretty relentlessly for a while there. That might make me pack it up.
Yeah, just watching a guy go through all of his V-neck T-shirts, and you're like, I can't kill myself. I'm already dead. I already did that once in this condo. Phoebe Bottoms, what would drive you out of the comedy condo?
I feel like there's already so many ghosts in all of them. Yeah. It'd be hard to find your own space.
Just like
comedy. Yeah, it's like it's just like every single one you go to, it's like, all right, I got to share a room with 3 other dead features. Fine. Or just watching idiots like me get drunk for like the first time up the road on like Sutter Hill wine with a headliner. That's awful.
That's how you got pregnant.
That is, it's been dormant for like 10 years, and now here it is. It's disgusting.
Those are some bad sperm.
Very really lazy. Bad. They're shaped like dreidels. They're like all clumpy, and they're not very aerodynamic. They just sort of bumped around.
You didn't deliver the first cube. Gelatinous cube.
Just so disgusting.
So disgusting. Nick Flanagan, what would drive you out of haunting the comedy condo?
I think it would be feeling such a respite when I heard about COVID and just being like, I got this place to myself finally. And then like 3 days later, nothing having changed and another comedian coming in. I was going to write a book.
They keep touring in spite of the
They keep touring, and they keep saying they're canceled, but their dates are happening. You know what I mean? Like every tour here is called the canceled tour, but they're performing. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, that would definitely COVID would have done it.
Yeah, I'd probably also just get mad that I'd want to be haunting bigger condos. Why can't I haunt the big rooms?
Can you tour as a ghost? And you can.
I think so.
I hope so.
I never understand the rules with ghosts. Are you confined to the space, or can you walk through walls?
I think you're stuck in a space.
Yeah.
Ghost.
But
I imagine it very similar to what it's like when I go to the gym. Like, I wander around a gym like I'm a ghost trapped between worlds. Like, I just go from room to room with unfinished business, being like, I guess I'll lift weights, and then I do it for 4.5 seconds, and then I wander to a treadmill. It's a very similar experience.
So maybe the best kind of ghost to be is, say, like Vincent Schiavelli in Ghost, because he's got the whole subway. He can go from Coney Island to
Great ghost.
And I think, or like Civil War dead because of the size of the fields.
Yeah, big group.
Yeah, you do get a nice field.
Yeah, but it probably gets a little samey, gangrene.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's sad if you're haunting a place that's mobile, like the Queen Mary, and then they dry dock you and turn you into a tourist attraction. You're like, I was supposed to be on at sea for forever, and now there's just teenagers scaring each other in front of
they just changed the rules on you. It's not fair. That's part of the problem of living for eternity, though. Things change.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything goes static at a certain point.
Maggie Maye, what would drive you out? What would make you stop haunting the comedy
Hi, Maggie.
condo?
Hi, Maggie.
Hello, Maggie.
Nothing. I'm not scared of a bunch of comedians. Are you serious? This is a sweet gig. I get my own plays. What are they going to do? They're going to do some spells from when they saw The Craft in high school? Whatever. Don't scare me at all. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to make a name for myself. Then the club will have a seance on Halloween, the Maggie Maye seance or whatever, what have you. Just stay there, make a name for myself, and haunt it until the club closes.
Brilliant.
That's
brilliant.
What would get me to leave is the club closing and me getting evicted is how I would leave.
They say this bank was built on a comedy condo.
I heard Maggie's ghost moved to Austin. Do Rogan.
The one good thing is you do have Monday through Wednesday to yourself.
That's true.
That is true.
You don't have to put your ghost bra on or anything.
Used to be just Monday.
Things have changed, man. The boom's over.
Yeah, but that's when the booker brings his mistress there. It's still getting used, but it's in more domestic family ways. But I don't know. It's gossip for yourself to mutter for other people to not really hear, except through whispers.
It'd be fun to secretly punch up the jokes in the comics notebook of the ones you liked and ruin the ones of the comics you don't like.
That's great.
The ghost is so confident that it's I can punch up. I love this.
You know the secrets of the afterworld.
But also the idea that comics act as though they're reading off teleprompters. They're gonna read this out loud tonight. Woo!
I've met some road comics that basically were reading off teleprompters at this point.
No, the trick is to get
Monica Lewinsky's in the news.
You're no, she isn't.
Oh, it's been a while.
No.
You just whisper suggestions into their ear stop doing that act out. It adds nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could change their set list.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Reorder it. Put the closer in the middle.
That's pretty fun.
Mess it up.
All right,
there
so
couldn't
let's
be
all
an easier
die.
group of people to fuck with. There really couldn't. We're all so bizarre and superstitious and have weird thoughts about, and we're all inside our head.
We all want something to believe in so badly too. That's part of it.
Let me appear to a generation of comedians in the half bath. Oh my God. Ron Lynch, how are you doing? It's great to see you.
It's good to see you. I thought there were like 35 people on this thing.
We each count for 2.
From what I heard, things are good.
Well, usually there's 100 people here, Ron. You know how it is. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
It was packed last week.
I'm going to tell you shouldn't have had me on the show.
I think there's a big high school football game or something.
To see the full episode, support the show at patreon.com/InTheGreenZone.